When I tell you, I have not laughed so much in one day. This Afroman case and the verdict gave me life, liberty, and my pursuit of happiness all day long. Y'all, let's talk about it real quick, shall we? Oh, yes, we shall. A sweet old auntie. Thank you, subscribers, and my nieces and nephews, and all of y'all who have been here through the long haul. Shall we get into it? Oh, yes, we shall. It's time for Auntie Advice. It's time for Auntie Advice. Oh, yeah. It's time for Auntie Advice. Y'all, come on in. Hold on for 1 second, please. I am back. Y'all know when I come live and I have all this stuff going on, it's the dogs, right? Chat all over the place. Y'all, like I said, I don't believe that I have laughed this hard and this long in a long time. This is another why y'all ain't tell me about this. Child, there's this guy named Afroman. He is the guy who got the song something before I got high. Y'all know who I'm talking about. And what song? And before I got high, then I got high. That's something. Y'all. Giselle is coming. Oh my God, Auntie, I've been cracking up. The cop who ate the pound cake is upset about being called a thief. Let me tell y'all something. My supervisor, we was talking about something, and she said, "Did you hear that case about Afroman?" And I was like, "No, what's going on?" I binge watched the trial, which lasted 3 days. And child, they have come in with the verdict. Please, no spoilers in the chat. No spoilers in the chat. Okay? No spoilers in the chat. Is Ray Della here? Okay. Let me watch the chat, my daggone self. Y'all, let me tell y'all. So let me give y'all some background on it just in case y'all catch it up today like I did. Okay, because I had to catch up today. Okay. So this guy named, hold on, y'all, let me get his full legal name. Afroman. On August 21st, 2022, in Adams County in Ohio, the sheriff's department carried out a search. According to the law enforcement statement and reporting, they executed a warrant on this man's house, right, y'all? They executed a warrant based on allegations of number one, kidnapping, drug trafficking, and drug possession. They ran all up in the man's house, and these allegations were tied to claims that some woman may have been held at his property. Now, they say that the woman was down in a dungeon, I guess like a sex dungeon. So they went off these tips, right? And they said that they suspected narcotic activity downtown in Afroman's home. What they actually found, according to the official reports, was a small amount of cash, a small quantity of marijuana, and some drug paraphernalia, minor level. They had no evidence of kidnapping, no large scale drug operation. The bottom line, the original series allegations were not substantiated. They ran down up into this man's house, knocked his door down. I mean, I'm talking about completely off the hinges, tore his gate up, right? So he decided, okay, all right, let me take this coat off. Because I done ran in the house to come and tell y'all this. Okay? Thank you so much, Haley D, for becoming a member. Welcome to the family. Welcome, boo. Okay. Okay. Welcome, Haley, y'all. If y'all please get the opportunity, please welcome Haley D. Okay. Y'all, when I tell y'all I have been watching, I'm talking about binge watching this in between doing work. I said, okay, you got to get focused on your job, okay? You know, it pays the bills, boo. Okay. Welcome back, boo. So look, y'all, they ran up in the man's house, tore the man's house up. One of the plaintiffs in the case was a white woman, right? She was a cop, big cop. Y'all have got to go and see it. I ain't trying to get my channel flag. But he didn't call her Linda licking low down. Child, is that the name that he called her? Okay, stay focused, auntie. It's a few important things about this case, right? The deputies were aware of the home surveillance system. And Afroman has implied that the officers attempted to avoid or interfere with his cameras. And some footage shows deputies reacting to being recorded. What has been confirmed, the raid was captured on multiple indoor cameras. The footage included his living room, his entryway, and interior searches. They was downstairs. One of the cops was downstairs looking through CDs. He has made videos. I'm talking about R. Kelly in the closet videos, 13-minute long videos on these people clowning them. He said the reason why he decided that he was going to do this, right, is because they never apologized to him. He alleged that they had stole some money out of his coat. He said that he had a show with Snoop and them, right? And he had $4,000 in his jacket. Well, they showed, during the trial, them counting the money, and they miscounted the money, right? And it was short $400. So after they did that, right, it was a whole bunch of stuff going on. Well, these police officers, based on his videos, had began to get clowned, made fun of, dragged down in the street. One of the police officers, he had footage of him where he came. Yo, I'm sorry. Excuse me, y'all. Y'all, excuse me. I've been laughing all damn day. I'm surprised I even got a voice left. I've been laughing so hard. One of the police officers had the nerve to be fat, right? Little, little fat like me. He came in there, honey, with his weapon drawn and everything, and he walked past this lemon cake. It was a lemon pound cake sitting up on the daggone counter. And he done paused several times on the pound cake, so he didn't call him lemon pound cake. He said while he been at jail, at work, downtown to the police station, people done sent hundreds upon hundreds of pound cakes to the job. Now, here's the thing about it. We didn't know nothing about this. We didn't know what was going on. So they decided that they was going to take him to court for several things, okay? What you say, boo? When I tell you I've been cackling for 2 days straight, me too. When he got on the witness stand, I kind of thought that he was going to blow it for himself, but his attorney was able to bring him in. I said, if he don't shut the fuck up, y'all, if y'all have not seen this trial, it is worth looking at it. Do y'all hear me? Let me stay focused. So allegedly, someone had called in and said that there was a woman who was, being held against her will down in the dungeon. They go into his, or like past his kitchen, and they go to this room, this like little door, and they think, bullseye, we got his ass, right? They open it up, it ain't nothing but a closet. So all this raid, tearing this house up. Now, he alleged that they had guns pulled on his children. This just went overboard. It was sloppy. They probably thought that they had, how some police officers, I ain't gonna say all because I have worked the better portion of my career with law enforcement, right? So, you see, you know how it is. If you've ever worked with law enforcement, you know what it is. Okay. You got the good, you got the bad, you got the up, you got the down, right? But for the most part, they trying to protect. But then you got cases like this in different states, right? Cops are different by jurisdiction too, okay? Geographically, I believe, in my opinion, that they're different by geographics. But anyway, I digress, and I'm going to continue to move the hell on. Oh, Haley DDD has gifted. Oh my God, this is the first time I've ever had that done. She gifted a membership, y'all. Thank you so much. I didn't even know it was on. Thank you so much. Oh, okay. Let me move this because I don't have other content creators' names in my chat. So anyway, y'all, let me stay focused. The raid was captured on multiple indoor cameras, right? It was captured in the living room, the entryway, the interior searches, and the kitchen. I don't know why they didn't say nothing about that kitchen with that lemon pound up there. And there was no confirmed public record that all cameras were taken down. But the footage clearly shows officers moving within camera view and noticing them. There was a money issue. What appears in the video, deputies are seen going through cash, counting money found inside the home. Afroman claimed he had just left a concert and he had gotten the rest of his money. He said he got a deposit and then they were going to pay him after the show. And most comedians and stuff like that, when they do those road shows and stuff, they get paid in cash. He had around $5,000 of cash in his jacket pocket. He says it was not properly logged. It was not returned. Now, during the trial, right, he was saying that when he went on one of the news stations, that the lady at the police precinct, I believe, admitted that the money won't right. He said he probably would not have even noticed because he had left the money in a jacket pocket. right, from the concert and stuff that he did. So he was like, I wouldn't even have known nothing about it, right? And so after that, right, he when he was interviewing with the lady at the police station, she admitted that the money won't right. Okay, so I'm just like, okay, what? So Afroman was made aware, and he made sure that he let them know. Okay, lick 'em low, Lisa been crying. Lick 'em low, Lisa been crying for 40 days and 40 nights. Thank you so much, Lala. MTV 86 for the 9.99 super chat. Thank you so much, boo. Y'all, I cannot express how much I have laughed today. Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, oh no, you didn't. Oh, no, you didn't. Thank you for that super chat. Now let's get on back into this foolishness, shall we? Oh, yes, we shall. Yes, we do. Thank you so much, Lala. Okay, y'all can see I'm off the hook tonight. So, Lisa, Lickum Low Lisa, was one of the people who he really dragged. He did a 13-minute video series, basically, on her. Y'all, when I tell you I can't play it, I cannot play it. It was hilarious. And to see what happened at the end with the two of them on the bridge with the balloons, I was sick. Y'all have got to go and watch it. They got what they deserve. Let me show you all this real quick. Let me share my screen and show you all this really, really fast. Hold on. I want y'all to see. Lick 'em low, Lisa. Okay? Share the screen, Auntie.
Broke down in court as videos of Afroman mocking her were played before the jury, turning a disputed police raid into a bitter legal fight over humiliation, privacy, and defamation. Phillips is suing Afroman after he released multiple songs, videos, and social media posts that allegedly questioned her gender, mocked her appearance, and made repeated insinuations about her sexuality. During the hearing, her attorney played several of those clips in court, and Phillips reportedly began crying on the stand as the content was shown. The lawsuit stems from the 2022 raid on Afroman's home, when officers searched the property on suspicion of kidnapping and drug trafficking. No charges followed, but the raid itself became a major point of controversy. Afroman later claimed officers took cash, disconnected his cameras, and damaged parts of his property, including his gate and door. Instead of letting the incident die, he turned it into content. That is where this case shifts, because what may have started as a musician publicly mocking a police raid has now become a legal question of whether that mockery crossed into defamation and invasion of privacy. Afroman's supporters see it as retaliation against an overreaching raid. Phillips' lawsuit argues it became something much more personal and damaging. Now the court has to decide where protest ends and public humiliation begins.
Now, one of the things that he kept talking about was freedom of speech. That he had freedom of speech. He kept talking about that. And I think that it basically came down to that. They were trying to charge him because they were saying that he was benefiting, he was profiting off of the defamation that they believe was in these videos. And he did not give a mother, like none. He stood on principle. He stood on ground. He said, y'all didn't apologize to me. Y'all had no business raiding my house. You had no business being there. You put pews in my children's faces, and you damaged my door, tore my gate up, ransacked my home, basically, in his opinion. And he said, and I'm going to make these videos so I can get these things repaired in my house, since y'all don't want to admit that you did something inappropriately. He was like, what y'all not going to do is this. So anyway, let's continue. So they denied the theft. They maintained any seized property followed proper procedures. Afroman publicly alleged that the deputies entered with weapons drawn, as you can see in many of the videos. At least one officer had a firearm allegedly pointed in the direction of family members, including his children. They said this is not listed as criminal charge against officers. Officers state weapons were drawn as part of standard high-risk warrant execution. This is a disputed claim, but emotionally powerful and widely discussed. He made several videos that triggered this lawsuit from the police department. After the raid, Afroman used his own surveillance footage and multiple releases. Number one, it was a video called, "Will You Help Me Repair My Door?" This video was focused on the door being kicked in, the property damage that was done. The second video was called "Lemon Pound Cake." That is one of the most controversial videos. It shows the deputies searching the house, close-up clips of officers and money being handled. And it repeatedly zoomed in on the deputy's face as he walked past a pound cake that was in a glass cake pan up on his kitchen counter. But seriously, no, the police officer doubled back on that. The third video was why you disconnected my video camera. That one focused on the surveillance awareness, suggesting that deputies didn't want to be recorded. The fourth one was social media merchandise. He posted still images of deputies sold merch with their faces on it. And then he had the one with Lisa licking Lisa Linda. Hold on, let me see, because somebody put it in here for me. Hold on. Where is it at? Lick 'em low, Lisa. When I tell y'all, if y'all don't go out and look at these daggone videos, I'm just bringing you the news you can use so you can go and see. Y'all, when I tell you it's on YouTube, I think today he got to 1 million viewers, 1 million subscribers on YouTube. I believe it was today. Anyway, let me stay focused. So, the police officers decided that they would get together and file a suit against Afroman. This was including some officers named Sergeant Michael Eastap, Deputy Jody Lunsford, and Deputy William Petty, among others reported in filings. These are the claims that they made. They claimed they were recorded and distributed without consent, and that they had reasonable expectation of privacy. That's some bullshit. You are a public servant, you can be filmed. Matter of fact, you're filming. Matter of fact, someone can FOIA the footage. News stations report on this stuff. So you should have no expectation, if you are in law enforcement, that, okay, what? Yes. Hi, boo. Thank you so much, Ollie Weiner, for the $2 super chat. You mean Officer Pound Cake? He clowned them. He clowned them. Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, no, you didn't. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much, Ollie Weiner. So, again, they alleged in their claim invasion of privacy, which included they were recorded and distributed without their consent. They had reasonable expectation of privacy. Number two, they sued for emotional distress, alleging public humiliation, embarrassment due to viral spread. They said they were marked online and recognized publicly. Number three, threats, safety fears. They claim being identifiable in videos exposed them to harassment and possible danger. Number four, they sued him on misuse of likeness for profit. Their key issues were that he monetized music videos and merchandise with their faces on it. Their images were used. Number five, they sued him for inducing panic. Okay, now this was a criminal charge. Their argument was the content could incite hostility towards officers and create public alarm. Number six, misdemeanor assault, criminal charge, not physical assault based on causing fear or distress to the deputies. Criminal charges were filed in 2003. Hold on, y'all. Let me let these dogs out. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. So they filed this in 2023, 2 counts assault misdemeanor, 1 count inducing panic misdemeanor, and the other charges were tied to the video's public exposure, not the raid itself. And they were asking for $3.9 million. All of the criminal charges were dismissed. The footage that was recorded was inside of Afroman's house. The strong protections under free amendment, free speech, the First Amendment, free speech. They had a weak basis for panic or assault tied to a music video. One of the guys ended up saying that he was so embarrassed, right, that he moved to another state. And he was talking about financial hardship that he incurred as a result. However, they have found, allegedly, that where he moved, he got a promotion. He ended up making more money than he was. Where's the financial hardship? Why is the story so funny and compelling at the same time? You came into my house and now you mad that I showed out? Wait, who actually was right or wrong here? Police were exposed, marked, and put at risk. Why, y'all? Why did this go so viral? Because time after time, in some people's opinion, people get the short end of the sticks when it comes down to policing. He stood on his ones and his twos and he did not move. He did not move off of, if y'all hadn't came in my house and served this warrant, came and did a search on my home, I would know you and you would know me. I because you did not apologize, didn't even want to acknowledge that the money was wrong, that $400 was missing out of 4 grand. You snatched his cameras down, which like why would you? I couldn't understand what it was that they were trying to, because to me it appeared that they was trying to hide something, because why would you go into somebody's home and snatch their cameras down? That's evidence. Unless you felt like you was doing something wrong and you needed to hide it. So did they turn off their body cams? And why were they going through his old CDs? It's a lot to this, and I think that everybody, like myself, content creators, news reporting, like I think that we all were on the edge of our seat to see how this was going to spin. Well, I think after an hour deliberation, 1 hour, they came back with a verdict. He won. He won. He didn't even realize he had won. I kept looking at the judge, and I don't want to ever speak poorly about a judge, but I just was like, it just appeared, in my opinion, my humble opinion, that there was a bias. It just felt like there was a bias against him. It was just the way, I don't know if the judge was tired or what was going on, but he just something was off, in my humble opinion. Not to say it's real or it is. It was just my opinion. Y'all put y'all's downtown in the chat. And when he got that paperwork back for them jurors, I don't know how many times he I said, bitch, just read the verdict. He had that paperwork and he had to go through them again. I think he didn't know how to say it. He didn't even say, all rise while I read the verdict. He just sat there and said, well, the jury, um, basically the jury came back and was like, they ain't got it to do. None of your charges stuck. Not near one of them. Not near one of them. Can we say it together? Not near one of them stuck. You are a city official, a city personnel. You're not exempt from being recorded. As a matter of fact, when they have on the little cams, they're not only recording the suspect, they're recording all of the officers within their site on the body cams. How many channels are on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, where we're looking at live body cams? And they feel like he couldn't take the. Let me find this other young lady who, let me see if I can find her. She kind of wrapped everything up in a nice little bow. Here she go, right here. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. She wrapped everything up in a nice little bow. Let's look at this together, shall we? Yes, we shall. Hold on. It's called Afroman against everybody. Lick 'em low, Lisa. Lick 'em low, Lisa. Y'all, this is the lady, the police officer, Lickum Lolisa. Let me turn this off.
It's for me. What branch of the United States Army is this, and how do I order my uniform? This all started raided Afroman's house and kicked down his door for absolutely no reason at all. The police also disconnected Afroman's security cameras while they searched the house, and then they took $4,000. The police claimed that they were just holding the money while they did an investigation to see if he got it from the sale of drugs. Is that the best y'all could come up with? Unless y'all found a quarter key like Dwight Howard's wife was allegedly holding, then I'm confused as to why y'all thought the money came from the sale of drugs. So when Afroman went down to the police station to get the money back because the police did not charge him with a crime, Afroman says $400 was missing, and after that, he immediately started playing in their faces. He specifically started playing in the face of the officer who claimed that he counted the money and that the money was all there. So Afroman posted Officer Newman holding a little boy and called him an Adobe PDF file. Afroman then proceeded to make a 21-minute and 57-second music video where he posted the mugshot of Officer Newman's brother and talks about how the brother got fired from his job and arrested on Adobe PDF file allegations.
Now, y'all was Afroman doing the most?
Why he is suing Afroman for these posts. Officer Newman testified that due to the videos posted by Afroman, people started making comments about him in real life, and it got so bad around town that his kids' friends did not want to come to his house anymore because of the allegations that Afroman was posting. And the officer also said that people would come up to him in the street and just click play on the Afroman video and start playing it around him. So the officer
Did he? Creativity. Creativity. Can we say that together? Creativity.
to quit his job down to the sheriff's department and basically moved to a nearby town. The officer is on the stand trying to say he's suing Afroman because he suffered emotional and financial and reputational damage. But the gag is when he moved to the other town, not only did he get another job in law enforcement, but he also got a pay raise. Oh, okay. The next person who testified was Officer Lickum Lolisa, as Afroman has affectionately named her. I knew it was going to be some nonsense when the lawyer showed this side-by-side photo that Afroman posted and then played this music video. 45 seconds long, and the attorney played the entire thing. And halfway through the video, the officer on the stand starts crying, and the attorney just continues to play the video. The judge, the lawyers, literally nobody cared. I have never seen anything like this, and that was only day one. Be sure to like and follow for more trial updates.
Y'all, let me tell you, this got to be hilarious. Hilarious. Let me see if she got the verdict watch. Let me see if she said anything else. Okay, so this looks like from yesterday. Hold on, let me see. Just 1 second, y'all. Let me see. Bear with me. Okay, so Afroman, she doesn't have the update, right? But let me see if I can find a verdict real quick. Hold on, y'all. I know y'all want to see it. I think they got this verdict in what, an hour, y'all? Hold on, let me see. Here's the judge. Just let me open this up real quick. Just 1 second. Hold on, y'all. See if I can bring it up. Just 1 second. Let's watch. Let me wipe all this back.
In all circumstances, the jury finds in favor of the defendant. No plaintiff verdict prevailed. So the matter will be concluded with defense verdicts.
So that means for the regular Joe Schmoes, if we want to drag them, we can drag them. If you feel violated and your careless, get snatched up out the wall, you can create a video called Lick 'em Low Lisa. If you feel like they looking too hard at your lemon pancake, Lord, forgive me for language. This has been hilarious. I'm sure that when the jury went into the jury room, what in the world, to finally deliberate on this case, I'm sure they was back there cracking up. Just cracking up. It's good to know. It's good to know that free speech is still alive. Like he said, he documented what happened to him. He had the beam footage and everything to document and to talk about and discuss his life. And that's what he did. Again, if you have not been covering this story, please pull up Afroman. Even the testimonies, the questions, like everything was funny. And I mean, with him, I was like, if I had been on this had been a case of mine, I would have just said he a hostile witness. Because he was just dragging the man. After a while, he just gave up with questioning him. This is a much watched trial, y'all. It's hilarious. Thank y'all so much for being out here with me. Thank you so much to Haley DD for becoming a member. And thank you for giving out 2 memberships. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to Laya for MTV 86 for the $9.99 super chat. And thank you so much to Ollie Wiener for the $2 super chat. She said, you mean Officer Pound Cake. Y'all, this was hilarious. Until we meet again, y'all be safe out there in those streets and in the water, and make sure you turn on your notification bells so that when I go live, you go live right along with me. Love y'all. Bye.